Good morning, everyone. This is going to be on the grid system. So, what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to be defining what the grid system is, and then we're going to be putting it into action. So, according to Bootstrap themselves, the grid system is a mobile-first, flexible grid system that allocates each individual space on your web page into 12 different sections or 12 columns, and there's a column for each individual media query. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm just going to create a div tag for the entire page. And the grid system is divided into three different parts. The first part is the container, or I guess the first class is the container, because each um, individual section is divided into a container, a row, and a column. So what this does is that it essentially allocates each space of the width equally. So if I want to take up the entire web page, I type container dash fluid, and then everything within this div tag is now allocated equally from left to right. The next section would be to create the row. So div class row. Now, what this does is that it aligns it properly down the left. That way, everything fits equally. So the next step is to go on to the columns. Now, you do this by typing col, and the thing about this is that you can divide this into different sections, yeah, I guess different sections, such as small or medium, even large or extra large. For now, we're just gonna be using medium. And let's say if you want to create three different, three different, uh, three different items on one page, right? You just create a class that said column medium 4. Now let's close this div tag, and just for fun, now let's actually style this real quick. Give it a background color of uh, blue. Blue height of like 20 pixels. And width starts taken care of, so we need to worry about that. Now let's actually copy this 2 more times, so we have 3 different div tags. Now finally, let's make sure all our div tags are closed. So 1, 2, 3, and there's only one left. Okay, so oh goodness gracious. Anyway, now that's taken care of. Let's save that and then look at our code real quick. For some reason it's not showing up, so we gotta go back and check the code. Alright, so I found what the error was. The error was I put a hyphen instead of a equal sign here, and that this requires a semicolon, not a comma. So if we save that, oops, yes, see, now it actually works. There we go. Okay, now the next step is to have it be aligned side by side, since that is our purpose in even having this. So the next step would actually, let's change this real quick. For MD4. This way it can just be aligned side by side on the exact same line. Save. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is essentially how you create the grid system or how you utilize it. But I'm just going to play around with it a little bit more just to show you like what it can do. So I'm going to create a second row because you can't have more columns than you need in a particular row. If you want to make something below it, you have to get an entirely new row. You can't just make it all in one. So there is one container but multiple row classes. So for this one, we're just going to use make it small this time actually. 6 because we're going to be using 2, 5 actually. Background color. Let's make this gray. Let's make this purple. Save. And oh, nope, it was 6. Save. Let's make this like 40 pixels. Like make this 10 pixels. See what happens. Oops. Yep. Or if we want to just create an entirely new row again, this time let's make it uh, no, let's not keep it small this time actually. Oh, but let's make 2 more. And you've got a whole bunch of new tags that are just pretty collapsible, pretty responsive, but essentially you can just make a few different items fit on the same row and have them be responsive and adapt to whatever screen size that you want it to be. It could be for a smartphone, for a tablet, for computers, whatever. So that is essentially a quick breakdown of how to use the grid system in Bootstrap.